Ayo, Chiksua, it's Guild Boss Push Week right now, and first of all, Guild Boss Push Week is only until Friday, so make sure that you're not going to do it way too late. And yeah, basically we're going to do EINEK hard today. We did normal, extreme and hell already, so just check it out if you need that. And yeah, I would say compared to every of the other difficulties, hard is the most annoying one. So it requires the most RNG and the most setup. So here Sadiel, obviously it's going to be on a HP build. And yeah, if you can't patience, you guys will see, or you guys will know later why patience. You need a rare resistance in the middle. That's gonna work out totally fine instead of UR. So for example, if you only have attack gear, you can't do the defense set, for example, and then you can't patience. Just do your bottom attack gear, middle rare resistance HP, and top piece is also rare resistance common without even rolls, and then you should be good to go. Here, for example, Liz gonna be having a special gear, so the best gear for Liz Hawk would be a HP lifesteal, because she takes a lot of damage, and when she ults she can lifesteal. But yeah, unfortunately I have a defense orb, so I can't put a lifesteal gear set on, and anyways for me it's pretty bad because I have 5th constellation, and that's gonna be pretty troublesome. We come back to that in a bit. So here as well, just mark it on an HP build. We don't want to have any attack. So coming back to Liz Hawk, the reason why it's so annoying is, first of all, we want to remove every of her defense pieces, because if she patiences, the run is basically over. So if you guys don't know, Liz Hawk, she's increasing everyone's health by 12%, and this is going to be our Tamil. First of all, we want to have as least defense as possible, because the problem about me is, as I mentioned earlier, I have the 5th constellation, so basically I finished the 4th constellation, which means I gain more defense in general. And yeah, then if Liz Hawk patiences, she can't get any debuffs, and we won't get her bonus, at least the 1-star she most of the times patiences. But like this, it should work fine, and I also don't use any defense artifacts, or basically any artifacts with defense, because that would basically just cuck my run. And yeah, you guys have to try it out if you can actually use defense. I don't exactly know how much defense a Liz can have maximum, because the thing is, if you use buffs, you also gain marketed stacks, so don't forget that. And we obviously use HP food, and I would say we just gonna jump into it. We talked a bit too much already, but yeah, let me know in the comment section also what the score you guys got so far. We will see at the end what our personal score is going to be. I think that would be really interesting, because the current number 1, he already has 31.4k. That is very impressive. By the way, I do stream a lot on Twitch as well, so not everyone is aware of that. And yeah, if you want to check it out one day, we do a lot of like sometimes guild boss, a lot of guild wars, or also like PvP. So you guys often see in the videos chat if you want to be in the live chat. So also, if you do have Amazon Prime, you can actually sub for free every month, and that way you can support me directly, only if you want to, of course. So here basically we just burn some cards and we reset for a decent second turn, and even a ban swipe merger won't be an issue at all, because we want to get ulted anyways, and he's gonna rank down, so we get rid of the ult gauge. I have decided that we are going to make 2 runs, so this is going to be a explanation run, because there's gonna be a lot of things I might forget to mention. So first of all, turn 2. If he has 2 attack cards, just quit out the run is dead. Okay, but since this is a explanation run, we can just continue. In turn 2, we definitely want to cleanse no matter what. We want to actually attack with other cards first, because if we are not going to do that, we deal more damage, and we don't really want that. Other thing as well is, depending on what card you're going to get, you can also first of all let the card of ban swipe, for example, naturally merge, because when he's going to ult, he's actually going to rank down, and when he ranks down, he's going to dissolve us, which means we gain back the gray stuff, gray buff, and we want to finish in turn 5. So next turn we can also just merge cards randomly if we want to, but buffs we can't, because because of the ult. So we are just going to cleanse here, and let's see what cards we're going to get. Another thing as well is basically a run with a golden buff can be sometimes worse than a run with a 2-star buff. The reason basically for that is, when we are going to have, for example, let's say a golden buff, but we have 5 stacks, so 5 debuffs onto Liz, she's going to increase the health by 60%, and we are gaining actually less points than if we would have had a 2-star buff and a 6 debuff. So basically a debuff more is equal to a run you had when you had the golden buff, just that the HP of Liz or the passive of Liz basically gives 2% more. Damn, I hope I didn't make it too what it's called, too complicated, but I hope you guys understand that. So here basically he's going to ult, so we could merge here if it would have been a swipe, but here we definitely get dissolved, which is great, and we can't really attack into the boss anymore. This AoE will be fine. Damn, this is really annoying. So we are on turn 3, so we can actually just move this away. We can also move this away so that here we won't get an ult, and I would say we also move this away, and hopefully we don't get an instant merger. If we get an instant merger, I will definitely regret that I moved it to the very left, because it's gonna get, oh my god, beautiful. Mwah. The only problem about me is basically once again with Constellation 5 I might patience the 1-star, or most of the times I do patience the 1-star, so I also even need the RNG that this are going to be a 2-star card. So this run is gonna be just terrible, guys, because I think I will, once again, as I said, I will probably patience here, and in this turn we want to get the ult of Barn no matter what in turn 4, because the reason is we are gonna get sealed. So we do this, we can just move this to the right side, we get this golden, and we are going to attack onto him. So in turn 4 as well, we want to attack with Lizhawk, because Lizhawk is going to get debuffs. She actually gets 2 debuffs, so now 1 here, and then also when he reapplies his shields and we didn't break the shield, we are going to get another debuff as well. And she patience, that is just so stupid that we have Constellation 5 for this final boss, not final boss, for this guild boss. But yeah, all in all, this is basically the normal procedure, and afterwards we're going to show you guys another run where I will probably just add record, and then we're going to make a voiceover, even though I don't really like voiceover. So here this is also not an optimal run at all, because we would have needed to use another ult, another buff in order to get all the stacks of Margaret. So yeah, with 3 debuffs anyways, that's just a terrible run, guys. But let's just finish and let's see what score we are going to get. I just hope that the 1-star card won't kill, but I think we should be okay. Like, he still has the shield on. Okay, great. So we were able to swipe, we just finished, and yeah, once again, this is just a terrible run because we don't have any debuffs onto our list. So 3, that's just basically nothing, but we still get a 5.4k score, which is not too shabby at all. So now, once again, we will just show you guys a proper run, and yeah, let me know in the comment section what score you guys are getting, because once again, for me it's much harder to actually get a real score or get a good score because of the problem that I might patience the 1-stars. So I would say a very normal start, but also something I forgot to mention, always continue a run if he has 2 debuffs, because that is actually more important than actually getting the perfect starting hand. Because for example, as I mentioned earlier, if you have a 2-star buff, that totally works as well, and luckily we already have 3 buffs used in total, and we were able to get rid of a lot of cards, and damn, what a turn 3, guys. So in turn 3 we can basically do anything we want. We can just get ult gauges off Barn already, and yeah, because we are making a voiceover, I can't even remember exactly what I'm doing, because when I was doing this run, guys, I was actually in VC with some friends with another game I was playing. So here, as you can see, it's turn 3. I just wanted to probably show you guys, just in case everyone, or I might forget it, so I just popped it up so I can just move with Barn without any issues. And the reason why we keep the cards like that is we just basically get that merger instantly back into a 2-star and 1-star next to each other, so that we can get it back later. So here, as you can see, we get a last buff for our Margaret stack as well, which is really awesome. And yeah, here basically we just want to attack into the steel skin so that we get 2 more what it's called, 2 more debuffs. And I was thinking, can I use the AoEs? And I actually took the risk and I did it. So we are going to AoE and attack first before we are going to increase the stats, and then we are going to buff, because yeah, obviously we want to just do it before that, and the moment I was hesitating was basically I wasn't sure if I get the barn ult, but because of that merge I actually get that barn ult, which is just too awesome, guys. That is just so beautiful. And now we are just coming back, and let's see this card draw. So now we are out. We don't have to make a voiceover anymore. This card draw is just literally godlike, guys. Okay, guys, this is just more than insane. I did not expect to actually get that. So we have the maximum amount of debuffs onto our Lizhawk. So there's no way you can only get maximum 7 debuffs onto our Lizhawk. I did a 200 IQ move, but I also fucked up. So I removed the rune, so basically the orb, the bottom right gear of Tamiel, and I should have just put on a HP borrowed Yua gear with 15% onto it. Unfortunately, I didn't do it. It is what it is. But still, just getting this run is just more than insane. So a more optimal run would have been if we would have been able to actually use the golden buff right away, so that we can actually attack with Lizhawk to lifesteal a little bit. So I'm super afraid. That's why I won't buff first. So I think I'm pretty sure that we can just buff and use the 1-star swipe, but better safe than sorry. That's why I'm gonna do it like this, and then we're going to buff up. So here, as you can see, the health on every of our units are just really insane, and this is without buffing. So basically, yeah, here as you can see, unfortunately our Lizhawk, she took just way too much damage. But yeah, this is a perfect run, guys. So for this we definitely have to just turn on the ult animation. So oh my god, it was the perfect decision. Oh my god, I think with the golden buff and the 1-star swipe we would have killed. Holy mother of god, yo. Guys, what the fuck? Now I'm even more happy. This is just... Oh! If we would have failed this, I would have literally cried, guys. But yeah, we deal 700, almost 750k. What the fuck? Guys, this is probably the highest score I've ever seen. So I know that 6k is a good score, but 6.6, that is just... What the fucking hell? So I will show you guys that I actually made the mistake as well. I could have even gotten a little bit more score. So let's say, who knows, that minimum of bonus HP would have given us probably maybe like, let's say 10 points more. So it's nothing that big. We wanted to see the individual score, so I could easily get more without any issue. But yeah, we are going to call it a day. Let me know in the comment section if you guys want me to see, or want to see me try harding normal and extreme a little bit more to maybe be #1 this week. So yeah, thank you so much for tuning in, and peace out for now.